Welcome back to the hardware review. This time we are looking at the MONSTOR Sub tank from Blitz. I know it says MONSTOR, not Monster. Obviously I'm from Yorkshire, I'm going to call it Monster, but I think that's what they were aiming for, but it is on the MONSTOR. And believe me, it is a monster, an absolute huge sub-ohm tank with a little bit of a difference. Now, if you all know Stan Tenacious TX Vapes, he obviously the maker of the Dreamer and also the Keen. Now on the Keen Met mod, he come up with like beauty rings, so that you can put whatever size RDA on the mech you wanted. Now, these have come up with the same sort of thing, but with the airflow. But we'll talk about that a little bit later on. Let's do like we normally do, have a little look around the box. We'll show you everything you get. We'll show you around the actual tank itself, and then we'll do the pros and cons of bits that we've missed. Right, on the front of the box, as you can see, it does say MONSTOR. And then you've got a sub-ohm tank, mesh coil. You've got a picture of your tank, and it tells you it's made by Blitz. On the side, you've got kite marks and don't vape in a bin, but nothing very special. On the back, we've got, again, the MONSTOR sub-ohm tank. Everything that is included in the kit. You've got their address, their contact details. This also comes in black and stainless steel. We've got the black one. It tells you that it is Blitz, and you've got their Instagram logo. Like normal, if you look just above my shoulder, everything that is in the kit is there. Shitting. So let's have a look at the tank itself. It does come in stainless steel, like I said, and black, and we've got the black one, and it is a monster of a tank. Let's do like what we normally do. We'll go top to bottom. As you can see, it is an 810 drip tip. If you've got your own, it is interchangeable, but I actually do like this drip tip. Now, to fill it is very simple. Look for the two little lines, or the two little arrows, should I say. Push them to the side, and there you've got your filling kidney well there. Nice and big to fill it up. Let's move a little bit further down to the airflow. Now, I keep wanting to say colander airflow. I don't know why. A lot of people will say it is honeycomb. I'm saying colander. That's what I'm going to say. You've got colander airflow and it's mirrored on either side, and it does lock off as you move it. Now, like I said to you, this has got different airflow rings to fit on different sizes of mods. Now, the one that it's got on at the minute is the 24mm. You can get a 25mm and a 28mm. Now, to actually fit these, it's quite simple. Only thing you've got to do is move it to the locked position, pull it actually off, and then slide the new one on. Matron. I'm not going to say anymore. And that is how simple it is to change the airflow rings. And I think that's a great idea. Like Tenacious did with the Keen. He had like different beauty rings on there so you could fit on different RDAs. These have done a little bit different with the airflow, so it sits on the mods. If you've got a bigger mod or a smaller mod. Great idea, well done. So make it a little bit different. Right, it does come with a 5.0mm straight glass, and it comes also with a 6.5mm bubble glass. Now, the coils. Let's talk about these coils. But before we get on the coils that actually come with it, it does take the Mesh Pro coils and the Fireluke ones. Now, to actually use these, you've got to take the chimney off. Very, very simple, as you can see. Just unscrew it, and then that will fit the Mesh Pro coils on it. Big shout out here to you all. When you do take the coils off that come with it, the actual Blitz ones, the actual chimney sometimes gets stuck to the top. So when you unscrew it, you think you've done that and you throw it away. Make sure you just check the top and make sure the chimney is actually still screwed in. Because if not, you're going to be screwed. So the coils that come with it, the first one that comes, which is the M2, is a 0.2 ohm dual mesh coil. That is between 40 and 100 watts. And it's also best between 40 and 80 watts. It also comes with a 0.15 ohm triple mesh coil. That's between 60 watt and 120 watts. And that's best between 70 watts and 90 watts. That is the coils. Now, if you have a little look underneath, it does tell you that it is made by Blitz. It's also got the kite marks, don't vape in a bin, and also it is the monster tank. Well, I think that's roughly around about the actual tank itself. So, let's do the pros and cons of the bits we missed. So, the MONSTOR Sub tank from Blitz. Well, I don't think I've actually missed anything out. So, before we do the pros and cons, let's talk about the flavour and the clouds. Now, I've got the triple mesh coil in there coming out at 0.15 ohms at 80 watts. Let's give it a vape and see what we think. This is a cloud chucker. It is clouds for days. What about the flavour? Well, we've done a lot of the sub-ohm tanks and a lot of the mesh coil tanks as well. We've done the Raptor, we've done the Falcon King, we've done the off tank as well with them Chronicle mesh coils. How does it stack up there? I don't think it's as good a flavour, or as it isn't as good a flavour as any of them three at all. But it's not bad. Don't get me wrong, it is not bad at all. Now, the M2, which is the dual coil, which is a 0.2 ohm, and that's best between 40 and 80 watts. If you're anywhere near the 80 watt mark, you're starting to get dry hits. Not very good. You want to keep it roughly between 65 and 70, and you're all right. Now, it didn't last very long. The coil lasted me probably a couple of weeks. Now, the triple mesh M3 one they've actually got in there, which works between 70 and 90 watts, I've stuck it roughly between 80 watts, and I've had no problem at all. And like I say, it's not bad flavour. And that coil's been roughly working for about 3 weeks and no problems. The other one's actually burnt out. But yeah, not bad flavour, but clouds for days. I've had a lot of worser. I've had a lot of worse tanks than this one itself. But it isn't anywhere near as good a flavour as the Falcon King or, like I said, the Raptor or the off tank. But there is a saving grace. It does take the Mesh Pro coils. Now, when you stick them in there, it's a different beast totally. And it is up there with the Off and the Raptor. It's up there for flavour when you change them coils. Now, like I said to you before, make sure you take the chimney off so you can actually put them coils in there. Taste, the flavour is totally different. And I think you get a little bit more cloudage as well. Still clouds for days. Now let's go to the cons. I've only got a couple. I don't like I like the drip tip. The drip tip's really, really nice, but it actually gathers a little bit of juice in the top. That's a little bit annoying. You're going to have to use a straight glass when you're using the 24mm. Well, you don't have to. It's up to you, but I think it looks a little bit silly the way it bevels in. Apart from that, I haven't really got any more cons. Now, the positives. It takes the Freemax Max Pro coils. And they're at near enough every bricks and mortar store. So I think you're going to find them more than you are the Blitz coils. And to be honest with you, they are a lot better coils in there. A lot better flavour. And in my mind, a lot better cloudage as well. I'm loving the idea of the different types of airflow rings. So you can change it on the different sides of mods. Like I said, 24, 25mm and also a 28mm. I think that works really good. It is a big beast. 6.5mm with the bubble glass and 4.5mm with the straight glass. All in all, what do I think of it? Now, the coils that come with it, they're alright. It's not the greatest of flavour, but it isn't the worst of flavour either. You're probably looking somewhere around about a 5 or a 6 if you're doing it in up to 10. But when you put them Freemax Mesh Pro coils in there, you're going further up to like an 8, 9. The flavour's a lot different. And like I said, I love the idea with the rings. The airflow's really, really good. You can dial it in. And that's roughly all I can really say about it. Now, you can find this at Hip Hop Juice. Big shout out to Hip Hop Juice for sending it out for review. His website will be coming across there. And if you use the discount code of littlebro, you will get a little bit off. It's not bad, is it? We're trying to save you some money. Well, people, this has been another review for Little Bro. Make sure if you like the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. The subscribe button's just in the corner. Give it a little press and give it that new magic number. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And there's one last thing to say, people. Keep them juices flowing. Don't forget to check out my latest video. Also, don't forget to check out 3 Men and a Vape Show live at 8 PM every Wednesday. And also, if you've enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe, ring that notification bell, and we'll catch you later.